Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 here, back with another drawing video. It's Sunday, so we're back at it, drawing another character. This week's character happens to be Papyrus from the game Undertale. If you don't know, Papyrus is Sans, I think he's his older brother. So it's his older brother. Not as popular as Sans, but still pretty popular. I actually like this guy. He's pretty cool. I did play Undertale. But this video was requested by YZ-97J and Joshua, I'm going to butcher your last name, Berelza. It's B-E-R-R-E-L-L-E-Z-A. Thank you so much for the request, Joshua and YZ-97J. So yeah, anyway, Papyrus, I was going to say Sans. Papyrus isn't too bad, so let's get our pencils ready and let's jump in. Alright guys, so we're going to start off with the gesture, and basically what I like to start out with is this nice, like, decent sized circle about here. If you want to, you can draw in the crosshairs on it. It looks something like this. And again, keep it very light. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Keep it light. So again, it's just a circle, crosshairs. If you want to, you can kind of draw a line on the bottom here and then have it go up like this for the jaw, just to get kind of like a little bit better of a head shape. So like that. And then basically here we're going to have a nice big oval for his body. And then we're going to have a nice circle here for one of his arms, another one over here for another like shoulder. Basically, he's going to have a neck or a scarf thing. It's going to be over here a little bit too. I should make this a little bit bigger. And then he's going to have kind of like a line going down here for his like stomach area. Then it's going to go into an oval. And then a nice kind of U shape. And then a line going down. And we're going to get another little circle here, and another little circle here for the shoe. Actually, it's a little bit too small. Let's, see again, this is why you draw the gesture in super light. So when you're drawing, you can make corrections as you go. And then we're going to have a line going down here, another circle about here. That's pretty good. Oh, and for his arms, it's going to go out here, going to go over here. His hand's going to be about here on his waist. And then this line's just going to go down. His hand's going to be about there. So that's pretty good for the gesture that we need. So now we can start going into detail, and I'll jump into his face here. And his face isn't too bad. What you want to do is you draw kind of two ovals here and here where the eyes are. And then what we're going to do is start about here and draw a curve line going down. And then it kind of check marks up like that. And then here we're just going to draw a curve line going across like this. And now on the bottom here we're going to have a line curving up a little bit like that. So it has like a little bump going up. Same thing on this side, but it's going to go up a little bit further like that. And then on this oval that we kind of see here, we're just going to connect it in from there and there. And then same thing on this side. Those are his eyes. And if you want to, you could shade these in black. That's pretty good. And then for his nose, it's kind of like this upside down U. And then you get like a little bump in the middle there on the bottom. Like that. So you can kind of just shade that in black as well. And now for his smile, or his like mouth, basically I like starting off, you kind of make like a line going down, over, and then up like this. So it's kind of like a really elongated kind of U that's very straight, like that. And then you're going to get a curved line on the edges here. So it's going to go across, up, and then over, like that. And then here on the bottom, it's going to start about at this angle, and it's going to go down and then over. So you got a line going down and then a little bit over. Then it's going to go across, then up, and then up again. Like that. And then for his teeth, they're pretty simple. It's this little rectangle right here, and then another little rectangle right here, going off like these lines. And then you just draw 3 lines. So 1, 2, and then 3. And same thing on the side. 1, 2, and then 3. And if you want to, you could shade all this black as well. But now that we got like his face details in, we could draw on the head. So the head's not hard at all. Basically, we're going to start about here and draw a curved line that kind of curves into the head here a little bit. And then when we get to the cheek, it's going to pop out, go down, and then kind of curve in like that. And then it's going to curve straight across. Straight across. Here it gets a little complicated here. It's going to go up. You're going to have a little kind of curve line going in. It's going to pop out a little bit. And then kind of curve in again. And straighten up before we kind of connect the dome here. So it's a little bit complicated of a shape. You kind of like curve it in, out a little bit for the cheekbone again, and then curve it in again. Like that. And then just the last detail for his face is there's going to be a line going across here. Like that. Down and then in a little bit where the cheek is. So that's pretty much it for his face. We can zoom out a little bit. Now we can kind of get his scarf in. So basically drawing his scarf, it's just this little curve line here. His head covers a little bit. But it's going to curve up and then in like that. And then starting about here, we're going to get a line going out. Kind of curve in. And then here, it's going to go out. Kind of curve in. And now we're going to get little jagged spikes here. Because this scarf's a little ripped. And it's going to kind of curve in over here. And we can stop about here because we're going to draw the arm. Actually, let's do that now because it's kind of in front of the scarf. So, basically draw like his shoulder plate thing. What you're going to want to start out doing is getting like a curve line about here. And then it's going to kind of straighten out a little bit when you go down. And then curve in and kind of round off a little bit. It's hard to explain the shape, but it's a curve line. It straightens out near the edges. And then rounds off near the top and the bottom. Go up and then kind of straighten out. It's not a perfect circle, but it's pretty round. So you get that, and then here we're going to get a little curve line that goes up, over, and then in. Get a little check mark here if you want to show a fold. And then we draw the rest of his scarf kind of flowing in the wind. It's basically this nice kind of curve line like that. Then we're going to get another kind of curve line that goes into a spike. It's going to dip around and over. And then it's going to curve over and in like this. So you get a nice C curve. Get a little spike here before it curves back in. Like that. So you get a nice little flowy scarf. And now, before we kind of draw on the arm, we'll finish the body shape. So it's pretty accurate to here, but I'll refine it a little bit. Kind of make it a little bit shorter. It's basically just kind of like this big oval, kind of like a sideways egg, almost. Like that. And on the bottom here, we're going to get kind of like a rectangle. Like that. Right on the bottom. Alright, and now we're going to jump into like whatever the shoulder pad is on this side. And kind of the same concept. You want to keep the top rounded. It kind of straightens off near the edges here. Or on the side. And then it kind of curves over like that. Yeah, nothing too complicated. Alright, so next thing we're going to draw in is his arms. So, very similar to like the shape over here. We're going to get another little rectangle on the bottom here. And then this is going to be his arm. He's going to have like a wrist thing about here, and his hand's going to kind of pop out over here. But before we do that, his shoulder joint will be in the middle, so it'll be about here. So to draw in his arm, it's basically just this line going down, kind of curves out and over, like this. So you go down, you kind of get like a hook. And it's going to go in, a little bit more steep, and then straighten out as you go up. So you get a shape that looks like that. And now for this arm, the way I like doing it is drawing kind of like this oval. So you get like an oval like this. And then in the middle here, you're going to draw a curved line that hugs this curve that we have. Like that. And then you're just going to get another little curve right here. Because again, Papyrus is a skeleton. So it's kind of like the arm bone that you see. And once you got that down, you can draw in this nice oval that goes around it like this. And then two lines going down off the edges. And then a curved line going in like that. And if you want to, you can kind of shade this in as well. Like that. Alright, and now to draw the hand. The hand's actually not too bad. If you want to, you can kind of gesture in kind of like an oval here. Line going out, and then like the rest of the hand will be over here. But what we're going to do is draw a curved line that kind of curves in a little bit. And then immediately out, so you get like a nice little dip. It's going to curve over, in, and this is going to be the thumb, so it's going to curve up, and then in like that. And then we're going to start about here, and draw a line going straight across, kind of curve it down and in like that. And then just one more line that kind of bumps up off this, kind of straightens out on top, and then goes in. Like that. So that's one hand. I'll darken it in a little bit here. Again, nothing too complicated. And then we can actually draw on this arm next because it's kind of in front of everything. So, again, we're going to get that little rectangle on the bottom of the arm here, or the shoulder. And then we're going to get a line going here. The shoulder joint would be about here. And then we kind of go into there. And then again, we'll get a nice little oval. And then kind of draw a rectangle around it, like the last one. So something like that. And very similar to this arm shape over here. We're going to just draw a straight line going down. And it's going to kind of curve out and around here. So you get like a nice bump before it goes back in. Like that. And then here we're going to get that oval again. So a nice big round kind of oval like that. And then same thing, curve line here. It's going to hug this top bone. And then same thing over here. Hug that bone. And kind of erase the overlap here just to make it a little bit clearer. Like that. Perfect. I'll darken in this bone as well. Alright, now the gesture's kind of off for the thing, so we're going to redraw this kind of oval that we have here. Draw it about here. And kind of erase the overlap, it's kind of confusing. So now we have a nice, better oval. And again, you could shade this in as well. Like that. And now we're going to get these... This little rectangle on the bottom here. This hand, kind of similar to this hand, not too bad. If you want to do a gesture, you're going to get like a little oval here. That's going to just kind of wrap around and over like this. But basically what we're going to start out doing is drawing a curved line that dips in and then straightens out almost immediately. It's going to curve around and then in like that. Zoom in just a tad. And then for this hand, we're just going to get a curve, like a nice big curve line. That's going to get to this point and then straighten out a little bit. And then curve in for this finger, like that. Then we're going to get a line going out a little bit here, and curve it in for that finger. And then we'll have one more finger right there. So nothing too crazy. Alright, now that we got that down, zoom out just a tad. Now that we've got that down, we can kind of draw on his stomach, which is super simple. It's just two parallel lines like this. and then a nice curve line right here. And very similar to like what we did for the wrist here, we're going to draw an oval. That kind of goes around it like that. And again, you could shade this in as well. It's always good to kind of like shade in like black stuff when you're sketching. You don't have to do it like super dark where you're like really pushing the pencil down. Just like a nice little like, just shade like that. It'd help like the picture look a little bit more complete as you're going on and help you out. And then, so here, and again, very similar, we're going to draw a line going down and then a line hugging it right here for like the belt. And then here, simply, we're just going to just draw a U like that. And then for his legs, you just simply just draw two parallel lines. So we're going to have one going down here, kind of stop about here. Another one going in like that. And then same thing on this side, just a line going down. Another line kind of following it, and you get a little curve on the bottom there. And now for his shoes, they're pretty simple. Basically what we're going to do is draw an oval around this leg like this. And then I'm going to gesture in the shoe shape, and then we're going to get into more detail. So basically you get like this kind of curve line that goes around the foot, and then just kind of angles in like that. And then this oval's kind of good, but we're going to redraw it. It'd be about here, where you get a nice bigger oval. And then this will straighten out and then kind of connect into that. So that's it for that gesture. So we can start going into detail now. This is pretty good, so we're going to just follow this line, and then it's just kind of curve in here. And then a little bit before this line ends, it's going to curve out, and then in again, so you get kind of like this nice little V. And then here, it's just going to straighten out near the bottom. And then it's going to go straight across. Kind of hug this shape here, and then just kind of curve in about there. And then here we're going to get like this V, but going in the opposite direction. So I'm going to go over here, in, kind of curve up and over. And then just simply for the bottom, we're just getting a little rectangle that hugs the bottom of the shoe here. For the sole of the shoe. And then here we're going to just get 3 elongated ovals. So they're kind of like rectangles, but like really rounded edges. And you get 3 of them. Like that. And if you want to, you can shade this part in. Like that. And then for the other shoe, it's pretty much the same thing. Again, oval going around this. And then I'm going to again draw in the gesture real quick. So it's going to just kind of be a curve line that hugs this oval. Kind of go down, straighten out here. So you get like kind of like an L. The shoe's going to be a big oval like here. So it'll follow this. Kind of go in a little bit. This is just going to angle down. That's pretty much good for the gesture. And one key difference is the shoe's kind of more on the side. So when you draw the ovals here, or the rectangles, little laces, it's a curve line, bumps off the shoe a little bit, and then curves in. Same thing over here, bumps off the shoe a little bit, curve line, bumps off the shoe, like that. And then this is actually pretty good, so we just kind of darken in this line like that. And then we can follow this line, go down a little bit, kind of bump out, and then you get a line curving in like that for the heel. And then you just get a nice big curve line. Go down, over, in, and then up, like that. And then a line going down here, over, and up. And you could shade this part in as well. And just the very last detail is he has kind of like a design or badges or something on his chest part over here. And basically what it is just an upside down triangle, like that. And then 2 rectangles here and here, and then 1 rectangle on the bottom there. And that's like his chest design. I have no idea what it is. It looks like badges. He might be a Pokemon trainer. I don't know. But yeah, that's pretty much how you draw Papyrus from Undertale. Not very hard. I definitely recommend looking at a reference photo. I did drawing this. But overall, he's not too difficult. So now I will put this up here. I will put the inked version up there as well. And so yeah, there you have it. What you have on the left side is the inked version, and then on the right side you have this sketch that we just did that wants too full for some reason. Then you have the sketch that we just did. So yeah, I would say, you know, Papyrus isn't too terribly hard, but definitely look at a reference. Definitely yeah, definitely have some reference to look at. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for the request. YZ-9ZJ and Joshua, thank you so much for the request. I hope you enjoyed it. If you guys have any requests, I do take them. Basically, all you need to do is leave what you want me to draw in the comment section below. I'll take your name and what you requested, put it on my how to draw list, and then on Sunday, when I make a drawing video, this is dipping a little bit, and then on Sunday, when I make a drawing video, I just randomly pick one off the list. There's no rhyme or reason. I just kind of want to feel like drawing that day. So, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.